Hey guys, I wanted to show you my stackable planter garden. I got this on Amazon last year. I think it was about $45 or $50. But you can put, I believe, up to 60 plants in here. So I just want to show you how I've done it. I changed out all of the potting soil from last year. I think last year's had way too much mulch. Haven't planted this basil plant because I've been using it so much. But I have some beautiful flowers to kind of bring some attention to it. Some of my plants fell over, but this is a zucchini plant. This big plant right here is a cucumber plant that has just gone to town with all this rain. I've got some marigolds coming up here. I also have some purple garlic here, which is really doing well. My other basil plant down here is just so healthy. It just gets just the right amount of sunshine. I have some tarragon right here. It's doing well. It doesn't like a whole lot of sun. It just burns the leaves. But in between you can see I've planted some flowers just to kind of bring some pollination to the stackable. These are walla onions, and you can see they're already starting to sprout up here, which is nice. Hot pepper mix, it didn't do very well in the backyard either. It's just not giving me anything. I don't know if the seeds were bad or what. The parsley's doing well, very healthy with this rain. Also, this is the oregano. It smells so good. I used some of that last night. And then I have another tarragon here. And down here, let's see what I got here. My plants fell out. Oh, there's more onions. More onions here. And I think more marigolds here. This little tomato plant is a dwarf tomato. I bought these just to test them. I've never had them. It's called the Little Sicily. And the one in my backyard is not doing well either. It's just got all these curlings. The leaves, I mean, it feels healthy, but the leaves are getting brown. I'm going to have to look and see what is causing this. I think it has something to do with needing certain nutrients. So I'm going to check on that. But it did grow a little tomato so far. But I don't know, these just don't seem really healthy. I may pull these later on this week. So that's my stackable. I got my parents into buying a stackable because they just don't need to be walking around in unlevel ground in the garden. So this just gives them what they need as far as herbs. And, you know, a couple vine plants like the cucumber and the zucchini up on top where they can just kind of flow down. That's a good idea. Over here, last year, all of my red chard and my bib lettuce just kept dying. So what I did instead was I just left it alone last year, and this red chard came back, and then I started getting other growths of it. The bib lettuce is almost too hot in Florida, in northeast Florida, but you know, I'm going to try it. Also planted in the front yard here some more broccoli. In the backyard, I just have some little tiny seedlings, but as you can see, it likes it up here. You get a little bit of you get really shade here in the front yard from the morning until about 2 o'clock, and then it gets direct sun from about 2:30 until the end of the day. So this might be the better location for the broccoli. I also planted some onions over there. And let's see what else I got here. I think I just stuck that in there, but there's a couple little sprigs coming up. But you know, the main thing about gardening and having these container gardens is because it's just nice that you can move them around and you don't have to worry about, you know, if you planted them in the ground, you just might get way too much sun. So I recommend container gardens because of just the mobility of them and the compactness of them. So with all this rain, it's poured down. It drains all the way down in the bottom down here. What I like to do is about once a week, because we get really rainy seasons here in Florida, about once a week I empty that out because we don't want mosquitoes gathering around. So you just tip it over and empty it out, and that kind of keeps your life happy, because this one is right at my front door. I also recommend you making a mosquito container that has lemongrass in it, peppermint in it. I've got some catnip that I've got to place in there. They don't like peppermint, catnip, and lemongrass. So having this by the front door keeps them away. So I'm gonna kind of work on that today. Get this dead lemongrass out of here, add some more peppermint, and make me a natural barrier to the mosquitoes. Okay, that's this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I had a former student call me yesterday and ask, could they start a container garden in milk jugs? Absolutely. You know, just make sure it's well drained. Use good potting soil, and you know, you can put a plant in anything. You give it the right TLC, it's going to reward you. So guys, keep your face toward the sunshine and let the shadows fall behind. You have a great day.